Hey, what's going on, guys? So we'll be taking a look at this Aqua dive filter from Sandmarc. This is essentially just kind of a filter kit for your GoPro. So as you can see here, it gives you an example of how it works. You just kind of like clamp the thing onto the front here, and then you can swap the filters in and out of the front piece here. So this is a pretty simple packaging. It is very nice packaging. However, we'll go ahead and open the box here, and then you can see inside here we have another box, and inside of that box are the filters and all of that very nicely packaged, as we'll get into. So as you can see here, we do have a nice little kind of foam insert here that has all the different filters with little plastic tabs, so it's very easy to pull them up and everything like that. So we can go ahead and kind of pull them up. As you can see here, here is a filter, and then we can put it back in here. And yeah, so if you are for some reason wanting to carry this box with you, it does have a very nice array for like holding the filters and all that. This is the actual piece that goes on the front of the GoPro here, so we will go ahead and kind of install that now. So as you can see, we do have a Sandmarc logo on the bottom. Then we have a little hole here for actually like attaching a tether, so you don't lose your filters and all that while diving. So we will go ahead and kind of put this piece on here. As you can see, it just kind of snaps onto the front of the GoPro. It is pretty secure, even though it doesn't seem like it. Like, it didn't really snap on. It didn't take much time to actually put it on. However, it is pretty secure, and it definitely is not coming off of here unless you like pull it off, which is very nice to see, because you of course wouldn't want to lose this while diving or something like that. However, you do have a little tether string included here, as you can see, so you can attach this to this hole here. So even if this were to come off while you were diving, you wouldn't actually lose it because you have a little tether, which is nice. The rest of the things in here, as you can see, we have a little cleaning cloth for cleaning the lenses. This is pretty standard for like any kind of lens kit. However, it is a fairly good sized cleaning cloth, so it will allow you to kind of clean the front of your GoPro lens and the actual filters here and everything like that, which is very nice to see included. Then we have the actual filters itself here. As you can see, we have a 5 to 20 foot filter, and then here we have a 20 to 50 foot filter, and then we have a 50 feet plus filter. This one doesn't actually have a label or anything like that, which is a little unfortunate because you won't actually really know what it is because there isn't any instruction manual or anything like that. However, you can just kind of see the color of it, and I guess it's the color that would be applied to your video. So, and here is the last one, which is the yellow filter. As you can see here, the different kind of purposes of the lenses here. It says night diving yellow filter, green water magnetic filter. Then we have a 5 to 20 foot, 20 to 50 foot, and 50 foot plus red filter for blue water, and a frame for swapping filters, and then tethers so you don't lose your filters. So I'm not really sure like what it means, the distances and things like that. I guess maybe that's like how far you are able to see when you have these lenses on, which seems a little silly that you would like limit your viewing. Maybe it increases your view or something like that, because I guess if you're diving and you have like the blue water or something like that, this will actually allow you to maybe see through the blue water better. I'm not entirely sure. Like, I haven't actually like tested these other than seeing like the colors they do to the GoPro and things like that, because like I said, it wouldn't really be useful for above water situations, just because you can always apply color corrections and all like things like that in post, and then you will actually be able to still have your regular footage, and rather than just like having all of it be yellow or something like that, when you can just apply yellow filter afterwards. So this would be useful, however, if you're actually diving, because I believe it will increase your visibility and the clarity of certain objects underwater and things like that. However, above water, this is really not recommended, because it would just essentially obstruct some of your footage and make it a certain color when you could just apply the color in post. However, with like this is the night diving filter, so theoretically it should kind of just make like the area around you lighter, and it should make it easier to see certain things and things like that. Like I said, I really haven't tested this underwater. I haven't been diving recently with this particular kit. I'm just kind of giving you an idea of how it works and the construction and everything like that. It would be useful underwater, however, it would not be useful above water, is my kind of final conclusion. It does attach very well onto the GoPro here. I can't imagine really any water would get in between the lens and the filter here, just because of how tightly the seal is. Like, if you go ahead and put the filter in here like this, you can see that the seal is very, very tight. We'll go ahead and zoom in here. The seal is very, very tight and sound. You would not have any problems with water getting in between the lens and the filter, which is very good, because that is like something that would totally obstruct your footage, and that would kind of defeat the purpose of using this filter here. So it does fit very well, and it is very, very solid in how it attaches and everything like that. This is a very well implemented filter kit for diving. The construction of everything is very solid. This is probably like the cheapest thing in here. However, in actual like usage and things like that, this isn't just standalone. It is attached to your GoPro, and it is much more rigid and things like that when it is attached to your GoPro, so it's not that big of a deal. The actual filters itself, you do need them to be strong, and they are very strong. As you can see, if we try to like bend one, it doesn't really bend at all, so they are very structurally sound and everything like that, which is good, because if something were to hit the filter when it's on your GoPro or something like that, then the filter would not break, and it would also protect your GoPro's lens at the same time. I mean, you have this protective housing, so it would have to go through another layer, but it would protect the protective housing because you have this kind of filter over it to apply protection, things like that. It would be kind of cool to see like a clear one maybe, so then maybe you're able to use it it above the water, and it doesn't obstruct the footage or anything like that. All it does is protect the lens. But that is not the case here. All we have are ones for diving, and that is perfectly fine because that is kind of the entire point of this kit here. So yeah. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching my review of this Aqua Dive filter from Sandmarc. If you guys like to purchase the product, of course, the link will be in the description, as it always is. If you'd like to see more videos similar to this one, then feel free to subscribe. If you have questions about this product or questions about the video or something like that, feel free to leave a comment. I will try to respond to most of them. And yeah, anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next review.